As school is beginning to wind down and summer is just a few short weeks away, just about everybody is beginning to feel stressed from school. With tests, projects, and finals, everything can feel like it's piling on and on until it's overwhelming. In the United States today, and especially in George Mason, this can seem regular and even normal. But is it healthy? In the last few years, student stress has increased significantly. Since 2013, teens have even had higher stress levels than adults. According to a study by the American Psychological Association, half of all American teens feel that stress has had negative effects on their physical and mental health. Additionally, when teens are stressed, the stress ends up affecting their sleeping, eating, and exercise habits extremely negatively. This is present in George Mason, where the pressure to go to a good college and exceed expectations is evident from a young age. To understand student stress, we must first look at how it got to be this way. There have been formal schools in the United States since the 17th century. However, they were only for a select few. Since then, more and more people have been allowed to go to these schools. And nowadays, an education is essential with the development of public schools and a competitive workforce. Additionally, in recent years, students all over the country have felt more pressure after competition to schools and colleges has increased. Because of this, pressure on the students has also increased from parents, society, and themselves. To get a better idea of how stress and outside pressure has affected students, I interviewed 3 current George Mason high schoolers.
My name is Jessica Pavella. I'm a sophomore at George Mason High School.
Hi, I'm Eric. I'm a junior.
Hi, my name's Sarah Fong and I'm a sophomore.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, I do feel stress in school a lot. I have a lot of homework that's due every day, and I don't usually have enough time to do it at home because they just assign a lot.
So I think the amount of extracurriculars that I'm a part of, such as softball, robotics, and stage crew, they've really added to the amount of stress that I've had over the school year, because there's really no downtime in between school and my extracurriculars, because after a long school day I don't really have time to just rest before doing homework, because I have to go to my extracurricular activity and then I'll immediately have to come home and do homework or study for a test the next day. So that really doesn't give me any time to relax.
I don't do any school ones, but I work, and my hours are 4 to 10, so it doesn't really leave enough time to do the homework that I'm assigned.
Robotics, Cyber Patriot, those are the big 2. Neither of those puts too much stress on me. Robotics is definitely a lot of commitment, a lot of time commitment, but usually it's fun time commitment, so I would say it would only put indirect stress on me, because it's taking up a lot of time, and then I have less time to spend doing homework or what have you.
So I think that even though the extracurriculars and courses that I've selected to take, that they might eventually hurt me, I think this will definitely help me prepare for college, because college is definitely a big step from high school, because you're definitely more independent and there's a lot more work to be done, because it's college, it's helping you prepare for your career, and I definitely think that the courses and extracurriculars I'm in will help me prepare in terms of time management, and it'll help me just kind of be more prepared in life, because I'll be able to I'll be more familiar with kind of organizing everything that I have and prioritizing things. So I think that's really important. So I'm taking all of these hard classes and participating in these extracurricular activities, because the classes that I'm taking that are difficult, they relate to the career that I want to go into.
College. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then also I just like learning stuff. But, no, I know it sounds cheesy, but I actually do.
Well, not me personally, because I haven't really thought through the rest of this year, but I know some people who do focus a lot on their college and grades, and like do like practice SATs like every weekend, or like spend like their entire summer practicing for that. But I'm sure that does add to my stress at least a little bit.
I mean, we definitely have a reputation as a high stress, high pressure school.
I think there's definitely a pressure in getting into college and going to college at George Mason because George Mason has a really high reputation in terms of schooling and how good it is.
In George Mason, I know a lot of people who have that culture of stress, but like doing the assignments, you still like feel the stress of not thinking that it's not going to get done in time, even though you have plenty of time to do it. Because Falls Church, we try and like strive. We have like higher standards for our grades and stuff. Like in normal schools, a C is average, but in Falls Church, we have to have like a B plus is our average and what we try and strive for. And that really stresses a lot of students out, including me.
I'm definitely nervous to feel more stressed because I think I'm going to be expected to do a lot more and take on a lot more in terms of school and the extracurriculars that I'm in. And also summer will definitely not be free because, for example, in elementary school, I would have free summers where I would just go on vacations. And it was the same for middle school too, but for high school, I've definitely been doing more programs and I've been taking more classes over the summer as a graduation requirement. I haven't had the time in my class course selection to take some classes that I need to graduate, so I've been taking them over the summer. And I've also been doing some summer enrichment programs to help me prepare for kind of just what I want to do later on in life, like what career I want to go into. So I'm definitely not going to have really any downtime.
I advocate for anybody to stress themselves to the point of actual injury. I think it's different for everybody. A lot of people are definitely motivated by college, but it's different. Yeah, I have not injured myself over stress about school, so I think if I was doing that, it would be a reason for concern.
I definitely think that stress can take away in someone's physical or mental health. While I haven't actually experienced that, other than I've definitely felt overwhelmed at times, but that hasn't caused me to mentally or physically break down. But I do think that at this school especially, with the rigorous programs that we offer, as well as our athletic programs and just extracurricular activities in general, combined with that with the stress of kind of just being perfect and getting good grades in your courses, as well as doing well in athletics and extracurriculars, that can definitely cause some people to physically and emotionally or mentally break down, which I think should definitely be changed.